Hello again. I'm going to continue with the theme this week of talking about advice to incoming freshmen, specifically about changing majors. So, I was originally an astronomy major when I came into UT, and I realized about basically when my first semester was over that I was completely miserable. There's nothing wrong with astronomy. They're wonderful people. I am not dissing the department. It just was not for me. Like, I loved hearing people talk about it, and the professors were also enthusiastic, and that part was wonderful, but I'd do my homework, and physics does not come quite as naturally to me as it does to people who actually stayed in astronomy. And I found that when I looked at my course schedule, like the layout of what you have to take for the next 4 years of your life, when I was looking at that for registering for spring classes, I wasn't looking forward to a single astronomy class. So at that point, I started doing a little bit of soul searching and trying to figure out what I actually wanted to do, because all that I basically knew was, one, I did not want to go into business because I can't sell anything. It's sad, I can't upsell. Like, don't get me in retail. And two, I didn't want to be in communications, and yeah, not really languages and stuff either. So basically I knew that I either want to do some sort of like pre-med sort of research. That idea didn't last very long, but more likely either architecture, which I did art in high school, so that was kind of what brought that on, or some sort of engineering. Now, transferring within UT can be a little bit college dependent. Like, if you're transferring into liberal arts, or if you're transferring into natural sciences, it's literally not a big deal whatsoever. You just go to your new advisor, I think, and they just fill out some paperwork and you're done. It's no big deal. So, freshmen, if you're like an English major and you want to become like a biology major, do not worry. It's super easy. Like, if anything, you should be concerned maybe about graduating on time, but I feel like that's a little bit too stressed. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Anyway, but all the other colleges have application processes, and in engineering it's to the extent where if you're like a chemical engineer but you want to become a civil engineer, you have to completely reapply through the college and just do your research. Try to maybe figure out what you want to do by like end of January, because for example I had some issues because I literally had to do my architecture application in a week, because it dawned on me that, oh, I want to do architecture, literally a week before the application for the next year was due. And some colleges, like architecture, only accept people in the fall semester, so you can't start in the spring, making things complicated. Also, don't be afraid of graduating a little bit later than usual. It's not a big deal. And don't be afraid of changing your major. It might seem like everyone knows what they want to do, but they really don't. And I'm about to run over time, and I could talk about this all day. So if you have questions, please message me. But have a nice day, guys.